everyone, this is Chantel Price _ the boss. I'm going to help you guys understand the PSLF. I got my student loans forgiven under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Act, where I had $85,000 in student loans and it is wiped away. Now let's understand what the PSLF is. Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program that took an effect October 2021, and it ended October 2022, but you can backdate the information. So even though we're in 2023, we can backdate it before October 31st, 2022. So to qualify for the PSLF, you have to work in public service. And in working in public service, that means if you work in a nonprofit organization, or you own a nonprofit organization, or you work in the hospital, mental health, public health, if you work for the city. A lot of different jobs qualify. If you work at a healthcare agency, anything like that qualifies for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness. Now, you need to make 120 on-time payments. Now, with this new law, when they say 120 on-time payments, that's actually 12 months times 10. That's 100. That's basically 10 years worth of 10 years worth of payments. So what does that mean? I never made one payment, and I qualify for 120 payments. I had my nonprofit for a long time, and I worked in the public service for a long time. So I backdated all my information to 2010. They are accepting all information all the way back to 2007. So some of you might be already forgiven. So you need 120 on-time payments. Now, I never made a payment. How did that work? I was on the income-based driven program for the last 12 years. And those counts, those zero, basically on the income-based program, my payment was zero. Those zero payments count as qualifying payments. So even if you were on one of the programs where your loans were in deferment, and you were like on an income base or a pay as you go or something like that, those zero payments or any little payment, they qualify as payments. So first thing you have to do is consolidate your loans. You have to add all your loans. And to qualify for the PSLF, it has to be public loans. No private loans will be accepted. So let's go in. You see my loan balance is zero. All my loans are gone. So let's go to consolidate. Consolidate your loans. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to start your consolidation. When you start, see, mine says you don't have any loans on file, but you will have loans on file. Start the consolidation and go through, okay? After you go through the entire consolidation process, please make sure you just click menu, go to the next step, and then go to PSLF loan forgiveness. Scroll down, start it. Scroll down, continue. This is mine. So my company, Elevate Dance Company, is a nonprofit, so it's already on there. If you want to add the employer here. I have another nonprofit, so I'll use that EIN number. Put in your start date and your end date. I'm just going to say this is my current employer. Let's say I work there here, and I'm going to search. See, the EIN number. My company, my other nonprofit is eligible as well. Entrepreneurs of the Future. But my Entrepreneurs of the Future is a new nonprofit. So I didn't use that for mine. My Elevate Dance Company has been open for a long time. So Entrepreneurs of the Future is eligible. And that means if you put in whatever company you put here, it will come up here as eligible or ineligible. Now, if it's ineligible, you can basically appeal it, and you have to go through the process. But this one, it is. So I'm going to click that. and continue. I'm going to put full-time. I'm going to put 40 hours. Is this organization closed or have refused to certify? Now, if your company doesn't want to sign, you click yes, they refuse to sign. If the company is closed, you need to also put yes, the company is closed. But this company is open, so I'm going to put no. Save employer. So now I have Elevate Dance Company and Entrepreneurs of the Future on there. Next section is here. So me is stopping me because it says I don't have any federal student loans or outstanding balances. Okay? For you, it's going to ask different questions. Just the address and things like that. And I'm going to show you what the form comes up after you populate it. Now, after the form comes up, it's going to send you an email and say you have one more step. After you finish filling it out, you have one more step, and you have to actually print it and you have to fax it. Now, everybody misses one step on that form, and I'm going to show you what the form looks like. So this is the PSLF form. If you want to fill it out by hand, you can, but using that help tool, it already pre-programs the actual information. But it's going to have your social, your date of birth, name, your address, primary telephone number, and your email. Now, step 1, on section 2, it says, I request the U.S. Department of Education to determine whether I qualify for the PSLF or the temporary emergency PSLF as well. So let's go down. It says, I just want to find out how many qualifying payments I made, or I believe I qualified for forgiveness. I will click, I just want to find out how many qualifying payments I made, because most people, they don't have the 120. Now, if you think you already have the 120, then you need to click the second one. I believe I qualify for the forgiveness under PSLF right now, meaning that means you have 120 months and you're ready to get, you're ready to finish. So you could click either one of those boxes, first one or second one. Let's go to, I understand all this. So basically you're agreeing that to qualify for forgiveness, you must make 120 payments. 120 payments. To qualify for forgiveness, you had to be employed full time. So you only click this box that says check this box if you cannot obtain certification, and that's if the employer refused to sign. So only do that if they refuse to sign. Borrower signature goes here, which is you, and the date. And on section 3 is the employer name, employer EIN, employer address, employer website if they have one, your begin date, your end date, or if you're click still employed. Employment status, which is full-time or part-time, the average hours a week that you work. 9 is your employer a governmental organization. You could do that if you work for the actual government. Number 10 is your employer tax exempt under the 501c3. If your employer is tax exempt under the 501c3, check no to this question. Number 11, and most of this stuff is populated because you already did the tool, the help tool. Number 11, is your employer a non-for-profit organization that is not exempt under the 501c3? You can click yes or no. Is your employer a political organization? That's yes or no, or skip. Now, most people that use the help tool, everything else is pre-populated. The only thing that's not pre-populated is number 13. So number 13, everybody miss, and everybody faxes over, and they miss this because it's not pre-populated when you actually do the help tool. So if you do the help tool, make sure when you print it out and sign it, you actually check off box 13 because it's not pre-populated, okay? So here is your employer certification. So the official's name, your manager's name, whoever is signing, the phone number, their title, their email address, and their authorized signature goes there. And that's it. It's a actual one-page form that takes you about a good 20 minutes to fill out. Pretty straight to the point and simple. Now, if you did not make 120 payments, remember, when you have to do the date, make sure you're dating it before October 31st, 2022. If it's after that, they won't submit it because it was over October 31st, 2022. Please backdate it, please. Also, if you did not get 120 payments already, you still have a chance. So say you only at year 4 for payments. You still got 6 more years. So in 2006 more years, in 2029, you still can have forgiveness. But you need to fill out this form every year until you are forgiven. So yes, it might be over, but it's still grandfathered in. So in 2029, and say you're in year 4, in 6 years, you could qualify for forgiveness. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you backdate it and make sure you do this form every year if you're not already at 120 payments, okay? I hope this helped you guys. If y'all have any questions, feel free to text me at 786-660-1539. Thank y'all.